Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Growing Edge Live. I'm Allie Benjamin, and I'm so happy to be here together in our beautiful spiritual tune in and tune up. We get together here every Sunday, and it's so good to be. Oh, there's Carol. Hi, Carol. Yes, you pop on. Let me know where you are, where you're watching from. I'm here in Grass Valley in California, and I'm so happy to be here because I look forward to this every Sunday. I look forward to being with our tribe, those spiritual seekers and finders and curious ones. So good morning and happy Memorial Day weekend. I'm sure many of you are doing something fun. I hope this isn't in the sun and getting too hot. I don't think so. So welcome and good morning. We'll wait for a few minutes to see who pops on, and I'd love to know what's going on with you. You know, here at the Satya Center, we talk about healing hearts, transforming lives, and inspiring conscious evolution. And I want to talk about that a little bit. Hi, Rhonda. While we give people time to jump on. So we at the Satya Center have been gathering in person and virtually for over 10 years. And let's see, when did we start? We began in 2009. So yeah, it's been over 10 years. And along that path and throughout that time, I've seen so many people's lives transform through the work that they've done on themselves and the commitment that they've made to their spiritual path and their practices, and to making healthy choices mentally, emotionally, physically. And I've seen people's lives absolutely transform and their hearts heal, and then come back to themselves. Or maybe even some get to know themselves fully for the first time. And we're always getting to know ourselves, because we're always changing. So there's always that process of deepening into who we're becoming. But to really get a sense of being centered and grounded in their own life, in their own power, in their passion and their purpose. And another statement within our vision is inspiring conscious evolution. And conscious evolution, to me, is talking about the inner journey. Hey, Monique. Conscious evolution is about what happens when we make the commitment to start being honest and truthful with ourselves, and to start being honest with the world, and to give ourselves time to heal and follow our dreams and passions, and understanding where our wounds are and what they are and how to overcome them. And so that's the conscious evolution, the inner journey. And then there's the evolution of consciousness that takes place collectively as we as individuals do our work and do our piece in the world and stand up for what's important to us, and become spiritual warriors, go out there in the world and stand with people that are doing good things to create and promote and nurture peace on earth and true prosperity and abundance. So that is just kind of a little bit of an unpacking of our Satya vision: healing hearts, transforming lives, and inspiring conscious evolution. We at Satya are a very creative ministry, and we've had to adapt over the years, especially over the last year due to COVID, and due to the fact that Michael and I moved away from Ogden, where our physical center was, and moved into our camper van, and have been touring around the countryside ever since. And so we've had to adapt our community. And so we are a very adaptable, creative ministry that meets the needs of individuals and centers and communities that also are very creative. And so we support people on their spiritual path so that they can become light, beings of light, beacons of light, and therefore bring light into their world, into their families, into their bodies, into their minds. And hey, Jesse. And so that's what we are. We provide valuable resources, including this broadcast every Sunday. We call it Growing Edge Live. And we have online education, although we've been on a long hiatus. We'll be starting up in the fall. And we have gatherings. And speaking of gatherings, we've got one next Sunday. I'd love it if you would come, bring friends. It's on Zoom. It's a virtual gathering. We're calling it June Bloom. And you can find that event on Facebook. It is going to be a deep dive immersion activation. And we are going to be joined by the fabulous Lorraine and the fabulous Leslie, two amazing inspired musicians that are going to open our hearts, relax our bodies, and then I'm going to take us on a journey into what's next. What is next for you? What is the next step on your spiritual path, in your heart, in your body, that your higher self is calling you to take? And so it's going to be great. It's free. We are asking for love gifts and donations to support our ministry, and we'd love everyone to come. And so if you're interested, you'd like a link to the Zoom, you can go to the event June Bloom on Facebook, or you can call me. I am me. Here on Facebook, or if you're watching the replay on YouTube, you can go to Facebook, Allison Benjamin, and you can find out more details about our June Bloom gathering next Sunday. We also have a group of spiritual licensed practitioners that can support you in overcoming an obstacle or getting clarity around a vision or a mission or a goal that you have, a dream that you have, or that maybe you're really struggling and suffering with a particular challenge. We've got practitioners here to support you, conscious living practitioners. So you can contact me and I can get you in touch with one of them. And we also have one of our communities. I don't know if you're online at the moment, but those of you that meet at Dr. Pam's house every Sunday, good morning and welcome. So we're going to get started, and here we go with Leslie's Growing Edge.
Free my mind, open my heart with the whispers of truth, to live a conscious life, to live a conscious life on the growing edge, on the growing edge.
Good morning, Allie Benjamin here with Growing Edge Live. This is our weekly spiritual tune-in and tune-up. And welcome back for those of you that have been supporting us for years or months or weeks. Thank you. And for those of you that are here for the first time, we're so glad that you're here. I know that you haven't just stumbled across this video or this live by mistake, that there is something that you will hear today or experience today, or maybe read in the chat, that will help you wherever you are with healing or expanding your field of awareness, or tuning into your heart, the love frequency. So welcome. So glad that you're here. And I'd love to start with a little centering. So if you will, get comfortable and close the outer eyes. And I want to share my wish with you today. My wish is that today you have a breakthrough, a moment of illumination, a pivotal moment in regards to worry. My title today is Why Worry? And so it's my wish, my deepest heart's wish, that you have a breakthrough, a moment of light, illumination, a pivotal moment in regards to worry. So just hear those words and allow them to wash over you, wash through you, as you ground and center yourself in this moment. This is the only moment that is real. And it's been that way forever. I think if you look back over the course of your life, you can find that you've only ever been alive, truly alive, in the now moment. So that's where I invite you to connect today with me and with everyone else, either watching live or watching this on the replay. Just get a sense of being centered in this moment, hearing these words, knowing that you've accepted an invitation to be here, whether you see this as a formal invitation or maybe you just stumbled across us. Nevertheless, you said yes to being here, yes to your taking care of your spiritual needs, your soul today through being here. So let's take a breath in. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Relax the body and feel a deep sense of connection to this moment, to Mother Earth, to all life, all sentient beings. Get a sense of the oneness, the one life, the one power, the one presence that we're all experiencing, that we're all reflecting, that we're all individualized manifestations, incarnations of the one. Call it God, call it light, call it love, higher power, universe, divine intelligence, whatever you call that higher power, that broader sense, God. Just get a sense of being in tune, opened up, connected. And take a breath and relax into that. And get a sense of the ease and peace, stillness of this moment. When you let all the world go, I think of a dog shaking itself after it comes out of a pond or a lake or a river or the bathtub. You put the dog there on the mat beside the bath, or they come out of the lake and they shake themselves off. Imagine yourself shaking off all of the world's dust and grit and challenges, all of those heavy thoughts, all of those things that maybe have you confused, down, and just shug them off, shake them off for now. And come into this moment with a sense of curiosity, a sense of being available, allowing for something to happen today, for something to happen within you, for something to take place that is significant, that is illuminating, that is healing. Touch your heart, just as a little sign, a commitment to the fact that this is possible, that some significant shift is about to take place, and you're owning it. You're worthy. You're willing to receive it. And feel that in your body, that sense of excited anticipation, for something to shift, something to make sense, something to click into place. And just know and accept and believe that it is so. Feel the light moving through your body, bringing your awareness to your eyes. Open your eyes and be here now. So welcome to Why Worry? Why worry? It's my intention today that you really get a hold of the idea that you can transform worry into ease. Worry into ease. Worry into ease. Because you've experienced both of those things in your life. So in that sense, you could decide that there's a choosing. I'm choosing worry, I'm choosing ease. I'm choosing worry, I'm choosing ease. And I know if you've been on the self-illumination path for some time, that you know that you are a creative being that is at choice. That you're responsible for the quality of your thoughts. You're responsible for where you direct your attention and your energy. And so you already know that you can choose ease over worry. Now, worry is a bit different than anxiety. And many of us experience anxiety. It's a natural thing. And anxiety is something deeply embedded in the whole system. You can see it. You turn on the news, you open a magazine, you bump into a friend at the store, and you can, if there's anxiety there, you feel it. It is absolutely embedded into our whole system, into our collective consciousness. Anxiety is something that we have bought into. Look at imagine all of the anti-anxiety medication that is being prescribed. Our medical systems have absolutely bought into this and promoted it. And whole industries have been formed around helping to eliminate, or no, that's not really the right word, cover up anxiety. Well, covering it up doesn't work. We have to really shine the light of awareness on it and do a lot of self-work, a lot of shadow work to move through the vibration of anxiety. So worry is different than that. And if you are having a lot of anxiety, I really encourage you to get professional help, because it really does help. But today I'm talking about worry. Worry is a habit. Worry is something that we do. We may not be aware that we do it. So if it's a habit, how do we transform the habit of worrying? And where does it come from? When you're worrying about something, you're worrying about the future. You're worrying about the future. And we really don't have any control over the past or the future. We only have control over how we think and how we experience life in this moment. That's where we have some control. It's in this moment. So let's explore the roots of worry. Worry is actually, and I was surprised to hear this, but as I heard it, then I began to explore my own life, because I always explore my life for evidence of truth, for evidence of it, something being real. And then also the hundreds of people that I've worked with, counseled and coached, I get to sort of reflect on that, on those people and their lives, to see if something's really true. Worry is actually a form of narcissism, a form of self-obsession. Worry is a form of self-obsession. It's self-indulgence. There is a part of you that is feeding a mindset inside yourself that you know isn't good for you. You know this. When you're worrying, it's like it gets a hold of you, and then you get a hold of it, and it becomes who you think you are. At least that's been my experience with it. I've been so consumed with worry that it actually then becomes how I interact with particular people. I just think it's my job to worry about them. And that's just nonsense. That is such a negative, damaging, hard and difficult, challenging struggle. Thank you. And we don't need to continue down that path. It's a habit. So we know it's not good for us, but up to this point, maybe you haven't figured out what to do about it, or maybe you haven't even been aware that you've had a choice about worrying. Like some people don't even know they have a choice about thinking. They just believe the thoughts that are running through their head and they run with them. They think that's who they are. We get to choose our thinking. We get to choose if we're worrying. So we've just got into this habit, and this if somebody has this kind of habit, and I've had it, so I know about it, unfortunately, it can make you feel edgy and nervous, unrelaxed, that kind of person. The kind of person that's sort of uneasy. There's a sense of unease, fidgety, nervousness, trying to fix things, trying to do something to ease that sense of worry, that concern, that agitation. Agitation, that's a good one. So we know that that's part of who we might want to be, We may have chosen to be that person, but we can choose not to be that person. So what can we do to quit that habit and to tap into our true essence, our essential nature of joy? That, remember when you were a child and you had that sense of unbounded joy and freedom and delight? Well, that's still alive within you, but over the years, you've taken on people's expectations of you, or fears of rejection, or some of the humanity's wounds, repression, helplessness, shame, guilt. We take these things on, and then they become shadows overshadowing our true, divine, happy, essential, joyous, delightful, precious self. So usually when we've got a bad habit, the best way to overcome it is to replace it with something else. So there's something called the art of ease. So instead of worrying, we can learn to relax. Just as I say that word, relax. It leads me into a feeling like that's a possibility. Tension, relaxation. So there was this Chinese sage, his name was Chung Tzu, and he said, easy is right. Easy is right. Begin right and you are easy. Continue easy and you are right. So whenever you're feeling anxious, whenever you're feeling agitated, uneasy, you can just call upon that mantra, easy is right. Right is easy. And just feel your way into that. Occupy that sense of, what if it is easy? There's a part of you, just think of your ability to breathe, your body's ability to move blood throughout your body. for you to process and eliminate food and waste, for you to grow hair, skin, fingernails, for your systems and bodies to work so perfectly. There's an ease to that. Now, I'm not denying that there isn't dis-ease, that there's things that interrupt these bodily functions and systems. There are. But there's a certain knowing, a wisdom, and an ease within the body, within nature. Look at a tree, look at a flower, look at a creature in the forest. There's a sense of ease about them. Even if they're a creature like a rabbit or a bird that's kind of more highly strung, more anxious, there's still a sense of ease. They know how to do rabbit. They know how to do bird. They know how to do flower. We know how to do our essential self. We have, each of us, a blueprint inside of us that knows how to stop this human habit of worrying and move into a real sense of ease and grace. The early Taoists, probably the current day Taoists, called it the way, the middle way, the easy way, the path of least resistance. So it's kind of a paradox. The path of least resistance isn't always the easiest path either. There's an alarm. I always take those alarms as signs that the universe is listening or agreeing with me. So just because I say it's easy, it's not. It might be physically strenuous to do something, or it might push you to push yourself, but it's easy for you because it moves you in a particular direction. So there's a sense of ease there when we surrender to life, we relax to the flow, we tune into our intuition, we let our intuition guide us, and we stop pushing the river, we stop worrying about everything, and we allow that innate wisdom within us to make the decisions for us. We just simply take some time when life presents itself, when we've got a decision to make, and we tune into ourselves and ask ourselves, what's easy here? What is my easy choice? What is the easiest direction for me, for the evolution of my soul? And it might not always be what your ego wants to hear. It might be about jumping into the fire to clean up a relationship, or to clean up your house, or to do something you've been procrastinating about. There's things to do incrementally, moment by moment, decisions to make, actions to take, and you know within yourself what's going to create the most ease and flow imaginable for you. Because there is a path of ease and flow and abundance for every one of us. And there's something within us that knows. There's something within us that absolutely, if we tune in, if we listen, if we surrender, if we say, help, I need guidance here, that wisdom will make itself known. You'll just know. That's what intuition is. You know something without knowing why. You just know it. And typically, when you're tuned in to your intuition and it's nudging you in a certain direction, that's the easy path. So you can ask yourself, what if it is easy? What if it's easier than I thought? And you can remind yourself with the mantra, easy is right. Right is easy. So there you have it, my friends. You can choose easy. You can choose to occupy that joyous, free liberated place that you occupied when you were a child, that's your choice too. So, peace and blessings to you today. I trust and know that your path today is going to be one of ease and grace. Allow it in. Give yourself time to pause throughout your day so that you can tune into that natural flow of the stream of ease and grace. It's here, it's available all the time, it's on, and there's something within you, there's a frequency within you that wants to harmonize with it. So let yourself do with that today. Thank you for supporting us. If you'd like to financially support us, you can on Venmo. Go to Satya Center, or you can go to our website, Satya Live, Satya Live, Live.org, and you can donate to our ministry. We appreciate you. You are the way that love shows up on this planet. I'm acknowledging that. I see you. I hear you. I bless you. Let's close with a prayer. Infinite loving presence, Spirit, right here and now, I feel you. The one life, the one presence, the one love that we're all a part of. We're all it right now, right where we are. We're unified in it. And so I speak this prayer for all of us, that we may be awakened today, awakened to the flow of ease and grace that is the very fundamental fabric of this universe. And we simply tune in. We align our frequencies right now to that of grace and ease. We transcend anxiety and worry. We're less interested in being anxious, being agitated, being discontent, and we're elevating our frequency to that of ease and beauty and joy and passion and all of the fun things to do in life. We're tuning in to that now. We know that it is our birthright, and we simply say thank you. Yes, more please, even better. And let's send a blessing, a prayer out to all beings, especially those that are suffering right now, that they get a hit on this prayer, that the work we've done today in consciousness ripples out and affects all beings, lifts them up to this joyous, easy, graceful frequency of God's love. And we just hold them there. We're holding the high watch for each and every being on this planet, all life, that we may be liberated, that we may be free to live in peace and joy, equality, harmony, and most of all, ease and grace. Namaste, peace and blessings, lots of love to you. Mwah. Love you. See you next Sunday.